So for the recording of this class, I'm just going to say that here at the beginning of class, we are breaking out into groups. And these groups will be working on two different sentences. We'll add a little competition to this, and that is you have two sentences in each group. So group one, you have a sentence, you have to make a sentence out of those words on the first slide. And if you get finished with that sentence, you can go to the next sentence on the second slide. And group two, your sentences are both on the second slide. You notice that I'm reusing the slide that we had last time, except we've already used the first two columns. So making again two groups, we have two sentences for each group. So take your team one and team one and team two, just take that list of words, make a sentence using those words. If it says past tense, if it says you were, then you have to put the Greek into you were. I want a Greek sentence. I don't want an English sentence, just like last time. So don't worry about mistakes. We learn from mistakes. Try as the best you can. And if you think you're finished, move on to the next. The one that goes the furthest is the team that wins this little competition. So I'm going to give you some time to do this. So stop pausing the recording because okay, everyone should be back now. And you should be seeing the words for team one, which nekros, autos, huparcho, kata plus the accusative, pistos, shouldn't have the accent here, but here on the adjective, pistos, echo in the imperfect tense, hemera, and the conjunction hoti. Any other words that you wanted to add, you can add. Now, I would like to ask someone from group one. Put my
yes, sir.
To
Shazib
Shazib
from group one.
Okay,
Yes,
Shazib, please let me know the sentence.
Yeah, we write in English the sentence and then we translate into Greek the sentence.
Oh, that's a good plan. What was the English sentence? Can you give me the English sentence first?
Yes, sir. I am seeing.
I
am seeing they bought their is in Holy Lake. According to their own wish.
Oh. Very good. All right. Now we'll move. Now we'll move to the Greek.
Huparco. Theoro. Theoro. Theoro.
Whoop or call. Let's see, I'm going to make,
We add the word theoro. Behold our sea.
can you spell the word for me? I'm not hearing it correctly.
Yes, sir. Theta. Epsilon. Omega. Rho. And omega.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes, sir. Out on. No, omega. Omega and no. Omega no. Polyon.
genitive, is that-
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay,
Yes, sir. Polyon.
spell it, please.
Pi.
You mean
P.
P?
Lambda.
Boat.
Yes, sir. Iota. Iota circumflex. Yes. Omicron and nu. Omicron. Nu. N. Polyon and is after this word N.
You mean Chi?
No, N.
Oh, N.
Yes, sir.
There's a, you mean this N?
Yes, sir. Epsilon and nu.
Epsilon and nu. You mean here?
No,
Like this?
no. The word is polyon is completed. And the next word. Yes.
Okay. Sorry. All right.
It's okay, sir. It's okay.
Let me get my camera down to see everything, I think. All right. N.
Polyon. Yes, sir. And after this Aston.
Okay.
Hagia.
Just a moment. I'm going to make
Okay,
some
sir.
help here for me. Okay. All right, go ahead. Let me check and see. I have to check to see. This is not where I want to be right now. Okay. I'm not seeing. All right. I think we can see the sentence if I turn it right this way. All right. Esteem,
Yes.
then comes
Hagia. And alpha have iota subscript because this is dative case. Hagia, thalassa, double lambda. Oh, sorry. No. Yes, thalassa. Alpha, the last word alpha also have iota subscript. Thalassa, in thalassa.
okay.
Yes. Thalassa, kata,
Spell, please.
kata, kappa, alpha and tau and alpha. Kappa,
Kata, yes.
kata. Out on
Okay, I'm seeing about, you have to keep this in mind because I'm going to have to go erase the English and go to the top.
Yes, sir.
How many more words do we have?
Yes, 2 words.
Oh, okay. What are the words?
Out on. Out on. Thelausin.
Osin with omega.
No, Omicron. With Omicron.
This way.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now, again, the English sentence. Give me the English sentence again.
I am seeing their boat is in Holy Lake according to their own wish.
All right. So now we have hup archo, theo, and I assume there was a contraction here because theoreo. I am seeing, all right. That is certainly correct. I am seeing their boat. Alton, we need an epsilon in here. You may have had that and I didn't hear it. I'm not sure. Right here in spelling this word, play on. No, sorry, ploy on. So this would be changed around, ploy on, not so oi. I am seeing their boat. Okay, Alton, ploy on or ploy on. That would be correct. We spell boat correctly. Now this is accusative case, but because it's neuter, it's the same as in the nominative case. So ploy on stays that way. The one thing that would probably be present is because it's their boat would be the boat of them. So I would normally probably see ta. Neuter boat, ton, ploy on, alton, or alton, ta, ploy on. The way you put it here puts the emphasis on their boat. There comes first. That's good. All right. Is in the Holy Lake. Estin in Hagia Thalassa. Okay. Except Thalassa is one of those words that takes eta in the dative case. If you remember, I gave you, I think, 3 words that are like doxa. And doxa becomes doxes and doxa in the genitive and the dative singular. And that's why I gave you thalassa, so you would make that mistake. I like to give word to students words that will cause them to make mistakes. Isn't that naughty? Kata with the accusative case, according to their own wish. All right. Now, wish is actually this word wish here is actually a noun. And what you have here for wish is a verb. You don't actually know the Greek word for wish because you only know the verb, fellow, I wish or I want. This means anyone from group 2 or group 1 Thelusin means what? I know what you're doing here. This means they wish or they want, they. But it doesn't mean there. There's our problem. According, kata, auton, according to him is what this means. On account of him. And the account of him, they are wishing, is what you've written. Now, if you want, but we don't have this word, so we can't write wish. What we could do with this sentence is, I'm seeing their boat in the holy lake, in Estin, in Hagia Thalase, even though Hagia is alpha pure, Thalasa is not. So it becomes Thalase, dative, according to
According, can we use, sir, can we use the word promise, apangalia,
yes, you can. What do you want to say?
according to their apangalia, according to their promise?
Ah, okay. Then we would write that. Then I'm going to take auton away, according to, and then I'm going to put kata, according, I have to have the accusative case in order to get according to. According to, what do you want to write? Their
Promise. Yes,
promise.
sir.
So this kata, in order to mean according to, is going to take the accusative case. So I'm going to have ep angel lion. I have to have dative case, and there is going to be again auton. The genitive plural is always auton. This is a breeding mark, by the way. My writing here is not good, but I'm trying to hold a board and write at the same time. Not so easy. But you're doing good work. Excellent. Shabash.
Thank you, sir.
Let's look at group 2. Let's look, did you go, okay, let me just ask group 1, did you go into, how far did you get with the second sentence?
Yes, sir. We have made it, sir.
You
I'm
did
informing
both?
you, sir.
You did
Yes,
both?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, but let's give, I'm going to try using the whiteboard this time.
Okay, sir.
No, I don't want that. Just a second. It's been a while since I used the whiteboard. There. Okay, I want to type text. There we are. All right, group 1.
Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, I will speak English and then I will do
Sorry,
it in Greek.
group 2. I want group 2, the other group.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, but that's all right, group. You were going to give me the English for the second sentence. You have a second sentence. Can you give me the English, please?
Sir, you are asking from group 1?
Yes.
Yes,
What was your second
Okay, sir.
sentence?
Okay, sir. I am faithful. I am faithful according to him. but
That's
he
a-
loves, but he loves that works. That works. That I was having bad day.
bad day.
Yes, sir. Done, sir, done.
Okay. We'll come back to this sentence. In the meantime, I'd like to go to, excellent work, by the way. If you did this in Greek, but
Yes, sir,
let's go to,
we-
let's go
we
to
have-
group two. And group two, can you give me your sentence in English, your first sentence, please? Someone from group two? Hello? Let's see. Okay, group two, we had Ashfaq, Biptas, Haris, Kaiser, Nauman, and Navid Daniel. Sometimes there were connection problems, but one of you, please give us your sentence, or maybe you wrote it only in Greek. If so, give it to me in Greek. If you didn't, but I think you probably, it's a good strategy to decide, okay, this is what we want to get to in English. And now we're going to work it out in Greek. But whatever you did, can you give me something, group two? Is everyone afraid? Don't be afraid. This counts for participation. Ashfaq, Biptas, Haris, I think, or Harris, Nauman, Navid. I'm at the end of the semester and I'm still not pronouncing names correctly, probably. Would someone have the courage to give me a sentence from Greek two, from group two? By the way, can you see the whiteboard now? Is the writing large enough?
Sir,
Yes?
sir, Mr. Haris Castle is doing message, sending message that I can't open the mic. Sir, I cannot able to speak. It's muted.
Let me see if I can unmute him. Oh, Naveed is back. He was gone. Maybe Naveed knows. Using the whiteboard on Zoom is not ideal, but neither is using the whiteboard in front of the camera. It's not working as well as I'd like. I don't want to lose the sentence because we have it already. Naveed, we're in group two. Can you give us the English sentence you worked on? Or Greek, either one.
So actually, I have some connectivity issue, so that's why most of the time I join the meeting and disconnect. So my group leader is Haris. So he already made this sentence. Haris bhai,
Okay.
kindly please share the sentence. Hello.
Let's see. Now all I'm seeing is if I
Haris is saying that he can write the sentence which he make.
okay, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to, in order to see the chat room, just a moment. All right. Yes, here, let's go ahead. Hardest, go ahead and write. I'm now looking at I'm now looking at the chat box instead of the whiteboard. Can you, we can continue working and.
Hello?
Yes,
Hello, sir. Now, sir, actually it was muted. I was muted by host. I don't know. I also sent a screenshot to the Bhai Naveed, brother Naveed.
okay. He
So,
told me you were
sir,
muted,
we have
but I
now.
was in the whiteboard section and couldn't get back without breaking off, which I did. But let's go back to the whiteboard. And now you can share, can you share the sentence? I can't hear you now.
Sir, we have just done with English sentence.
Can you give me the English sentence?
He alone has glory.
Ah, very good. Okay, just a second. Let me write. He alone
Has glory.
keep going.
To give healing. According to God. Therefore, you were cry out.
You will cry out.
You were
You were crying out. Is that
cry
what you?
out.
Okay,
Sir, the word God, theos, we have added by ourselves, and all other words are in the like uh, in that sentence that you have sent to us.
right. Okay. Good work. Let's see. Let me get my text back. All right. Now I want to write in Greek. Now you're going to miss the accent, the breathing marks. I can't write breathing marks in on this whiteboard, which is why I don't like to use it. But I can write Greek text, I think. All right. Can you give me the Greek words that you used? First of all, can everyone read the screen? Is the writing big enough?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good, good. All right. Can you give
Sir,
me the
kindly-
words?
Sir, kindly enlarge the font size. Font size. Font size is small, sir. Kindly.
That's what I wanted to know. All right, let me see. Here we are. All right, let's try that. Go. I don't want to take the time to change the English font. Can you give me the Greek font? No. The
Yes,
Greek
sir.
word.
Yes, sir. The word we have to use is autos, alpha, epsilon, tau,
Out.
autos.
Okay, I've written it down.
Another is monos,
Keep going.
yes, sir.
I don't know how
Kata,
fast.
yeah,
Sorry?
kata. Sir, next word is kata.
Okay,
Yeah, and another one is dikha, dokha, glory, dokha,
doxa.
doxa. Have means icho,
Yes?
Yeah, sir. And the word is three, thrapio.
Wait, just a moment. Trying to see which word you worked on. You, okay,
Thrapio.
oh, therapeuo?
Yes, sir. Thrapio.
And what's your next word?
Yeah. The next word is oste.
Okay, just a moment. I cannot write breathing marks, so I have to leave them.
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Yes, sir.
It's a hard breathe, rough breathing, hoste.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Okay,
And the
now,
word is Eopion. Epsilon, omega, then again omega, pi, iota, omicron, and nu.
okay, enopion I've written. Can you see it?
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Okay, and the next word?
Uh, cro- yeah.
Prato?
So the next word is crozo, kappa, rho, alpha, zeta, and omega.
Okay, and the next word?
Sir, I think we're done with it.
Okay. Is this the form in which you completed the Greek words?
Sir, another word, God, is theos. The word we use, God.
Okay. That it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. The problem, is this what you wrote? Then you wrote the words down, but now we have to write them in with the correct endings so that the Greek word
Yes, sir.
actually conveys the meaning. If you want to say, I am faithful, then you have to write, I
Sorry,
am.
sir. Actually, we are dealing with the other sentence. He alone has glory.
Oh, yes,
The
yes,
second one.
sorry, he
Second.
alone, okay. He alone, autos, monos, he alone has glory. Okay. The autos, monos is correct, but he is having would have to be eche, because it has to be a third person singular. He alone has glory. Now, to give healing is an infinitive, to give healing, and you have not had this form. I think you want to use therapeuo here, right? You're going to have to make a more simple sentence because this word, to give healing, here, I need, can I have, I don't know if I can, let me ask it. This word, to give, here, is an infinitive, which we don't learn how to form. That forms until chapter 15 in Greek 2. So I don't know how to make to give. Healing is actually a verbal form that we don't get till chapter 20, a participle form. To give healing, or it could be a noun, it could be a verbal noun or a noun, but either way, we don't know what it is. We do know I heal, I therapeuo.
Yes, sir.
So I need to, he alone has glory. Let's say he is healing. I want to make text now. I guess I have to leave behind. Okay. Therapeuo. Very simple. He is healing. Remember, third person singular. He is healing according to the will of God or something like that, but we don't have will of God. So let's just put according to God. We'll leave it at that. Kata, on,
On, theon.
we have to have the accusative case in order to have a kata with the
Theon.
genitive would be either against or through. No, against with the accusative case. So we have to use the with the genitive case, sorry. So in order to get according to God, I have to use kata with the accusative case, kata ton theon. Okay, according to God, therefore, and then you had host, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, therefore, that's correct. That works. Okay. You were crying out. Now here, I need to change. Let's see, format, I'm going to change to red. Grads on, S, in, omen, ete, on. Let's use the singular. Grads, S. You were crying out. Therefore, you are crying out. Posta ekradzes. If it's the imperfect tense, which is what you used there, you were crying out, then I have to have the augment plus krads, the verb stem plus the different ending on, s, in, omen, ete, or I could have the plural ete. You were crying out. You plural? This is you
Yes, sir.
plural, and this is
It's
you
plural.
singular. You were crying out. Well, now we know how to make the imperfect tense, to put something in past time, in the imperfect tense at least, and in present time in the present tense. We have two tenses, but we have to watch out. Up here with this sentence, I was having, by the way, if you have echo, I know you didn't, let's see, you didn't use that, but this sentence, I am faithful according to him. Did we work on that? We didn't work on that, group one, did we?
Sir, they are working on sentence 2. This is our sentence number 1.
Yes, can you give me what you had for this in Greek for I am faithful according to him?
Yes, sir. Sir, huparcho, pistos, kata, auton, ala, autos,
Like this?
yes, sir. Agape, necros, Erga. Erga. Hoti. Hoti. Ekhon. Kakos.
Can you spell it for me?
Kakos.
Ah, okay.
Yes, sir. Kakos. Hamera. Hemera.
Finished?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we know, thank you. It's very helpful that you wrote down the English so we know what it is we want to say. Sorry that the font is so small here, but it says, I am faithful according to him, but he loves dead works. And that I was having a bad day. We didn't quite make sense, but it's hard to put these words together. So you're doing good work.
Sir.
I am faithful. By the way, down here, no, we started that. Huparco. Okay. Oh, that's it. All right. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was thinking something else. Okay. I am faithful. Huparco pistos. Yes, that's correct. I am faithful. Pistos. Huparco can substitute for a me. So it could basically mean the same thing. I am faithful according to him, kata auton, good work with the accusative case, kata and accusative, but Allah, yes. He himself, you've written, autos. Now we have a tendency to just write words without thinking about how the endings have to go. That's a problem we have. He himself, let's see, but he loves dead works. He loves. Now this verb is agapao
Okay, sir.
in the dictionary. So he loves is going to have to be what? Agapo. And it should have a circumflex accent over it because this is an alpha omega contract verb. And so when he loves, let's see, but he loves dead works. No, I made a mistake there. So let me go back to text and change this, not agapao, but aga.
Sir, agape is right.
No, it's not right. Agapa with the iota subscript. It's omen et usi, right? But when I have a contract verb with alpha, it becomes omega with a it's so bad that I can't write with circumflex accents, and I can't write iota subscripts either.
Okay, sir. Okay.
There should be O-S-A, he loves. Up here we have he loves. I don't know if I can underline this. He, now I'm writing in Arabic. Wait a minute. He loves, okay? Up here you said he loves. Now I'm switching to Greek. Aga. And this has to be alpha with the iota subscript. O-S-A, epsilon iota combined with the alpha becomes alpha with the iota subscript. You know what I mean? If you look in chapter 8, and let's see, that would be on page, in your textbook on page
82, page number 82, sir.
Thank you. 82, right. The endings of the contract verb agapao, agapo, agapas, agapa. circumflex accent, oh, and also he had a subscript. He loves his agapa. So now I'm going to go back down here. Huparcho, pistos, kauta. Let me use the spotlight here. Huparcho, I am faithful according to him, but he, and then we have this agapa, he loves, nekros has to agree with erga, because nekros is an adjective, dead works. You got erga correct. You got the accusative plural. He loves good works. What does he love? Accusative case, object, nekra. So here I'm going to have to write not nekros. I'm going to have to write nekra. So not this. But this. Nekra erga. He loves dead works. Nekra egra. That I was having. Echon. This is nekron. Is I was having is I was having. Up here, I was having a bad day. We would have to have the indefinite article in English, either the bad day, but it's not. We were having a bad day. So in English and Greek, I was having becomes in the imperfect. Now I'm going to write text again. Oh, don't I love this Zoom whiteboard? Echon. I was having. If you look on page 20, in chapter 22, again, the imperfect of echo is irregular. Isn't Greek wonderful? It's always having irregular forms, but that's what makes it fun. The imperfect, if you can see it on page 212, I believe, let's see. It lists some of the imperfect form, the irregular imperfect forms. It doesn't list them there. It lists this one on page 215. Oh, there it is. On the imperfect indicative active. On that little table at the top of page 215, you notice it has the aorist tense on the right. You learned that in chapter 12. That's the next thing you learn in Greek 2, the aorist tense. But now we know the imperfect tense is echon. We would expect echon with eta because the augment epsilon added to another epsilon that begins the verb echo. You see, you would expect eta because epsilon plus epsilon lengthens to eta normally, but not here. It's irregular. It's epsilon iota instead, echon. So that's what I went. You were, I was having echon. By the way, echon could also mean what? Could also mean they were having, right? On, es, in, omin, ete, on. You need to make sure you know the endings of the imperfect. So far, we had two endings, lists of endings for the present tense. O, es, e, omen, ete, usi, but we also had omai, e, etai, omethe, este, ontai in chapter 9 for those verbs like erchomai and poru omai, so on. Now the imperfect, we have two new sets, on, as in, omen, ete, on, or is the main active one. I was having, or I began to have, could also be, a bad day. Now we have to have a bad day. You have kakos himera. but I was having, this is the object of I am having. So I have to put this in the accusative case. And kakos has to agree with hemera because hemera is the day. That's the noun that we have. We have a day. We have a bad day. So I'm going to make a mer on accusative, and I have to make this agree. Kakos, kake, and it will be kain, kakein, because kakos is not alpha pure, so it will not become on, it will stay in. Now, if I had the bad day, then kain hemeron kakein. But a bad day, the indefinite, then I would not have the article, but I was having the bad day. But that's not what you want to say. You want to say I was having a bad day. All right. If you need to take a screenshot of this so you know how to make your sentence better, more correct, then you might, I'll just give you a moment to do that. Just take your camera and shoot it. Otherwise, I will take a screenshot actually and send it to you. That's probably easier. Okay, now I have a screenshot. And I just saved it.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sorry to interrupt you. You have right the word nakra, but the plural word will be, I think so, that works in Greek, nekroe or nekrai, the word plural of necros.
But here's the thing. Ergon. We go back to text.
Necros, of necros, sir. The
Ergon.
word necros.
Yeah, but these are dead works. And works, ergon, the plural of ergon is erga. Both in the nominative and in the accusative are both the same. The adjective must agree, and therefore it's nekra. Erga nekra, dead works.
Okay.
Because, well, you understand? Because the adjective has to agree with the noun.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I have a question. Can I ask a question, sir?
Sure, please. Don't go ahead.
Sir, Huparho and Amy are synonyms of each other. We can use both of them.
I'll say
Or is it-
yes. There is a little bit of difference, but not until you get to reading the Greek New Testament will you be able to notice the difference when one author uses one or the other. But for right now, yes, there are synonyms you can use interchangeably.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You just need to learn the list of words for chapter 22. You're such a good class. I thought we're going to add those new words. You can do that. It's such a smart group. This is the best working group I've ever had. I compliment you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now we have come up to 9 o'clock. And so our time is up. I was going to share something, but I'll share it next time. And thank you for your patience with the technology. And I'll work a little bit. I may be able to set my camera back. I like having you create sentences. Sorry. I like having you create sentences this way. And working in groups, I think, is good exercise. But we'll go over some grammatical materials next time. We have 2 more classes, and I also want to share some things from the Word of God in how the Greek helps us. And I'll do more of that on Thursday and then next Tuesday. Remember that next Thursday next week is the Moodle part of your final exam. So next Tuesday is our final class together. And then on the Thursday, you have 24 hours from 000 on the, what day is it? The 17th of February to 23:59, 24-hour period. By the policy of FC College, I have to give you 24 hours to give the quiz. I think it will be 90 minutes. I'm not sure yet. It may be shorter. I'm working on the questions for the final exam, but I will let you know. And then the oral part, you need to schedule with the teaching assistant, Masood, beginning, that can begin, I will take a few perhaps on the Saturday, then the 19th, but most of them will be from the 21st to the end, to the Friday of that week, which is a final exam week at FC College. I want to get all of the oral exams done during that week and not have any left over for the last week of February. We have to be finished by then, but I want to be finished during the first, the week, I'm sorry, it's the 21st to the 25th of February. And actually we don't have any time except the 28th, the Monday. We have to be finished by then, but I want to be finished by the 25th with all oral exams. Don't schedule them later in the week because then they get more difficult. Whoever goes first gets it easier on the oral exams. Of course, everyone gets basically the same kind of exam, the same kind of questions on the 17th on the Moodle. They will not all be the same questions. I will have a different quiz for each person. It will have your name on it, but they will be the same kind of questions, just changed around. And then the same thing on the oral quizzes, but the longer you wait to give the oral part, the more difficult it becomes. So I encourage you to start on the 21st if you can. All right, thank you. And if you have a question, you can remain. Everyone else is free to go. Thank you for your participation today.
So will you add chapter 22 in the final exam?
Yes, I will.
Okay, sir.
I will concentrate more on the active voice. I was the on, s, in, amen, eta, on, more than the middle passive forms. But you still should be able to say I was coming using erchomai. So it becomes amen. Amen. The middle passive forms is the second group. Those endings are on page in chapter 22 also, but chapter 22, part 2. Chapter 22, let's see. There it is. 22.4. Amen, sorry, not amen. Amen u eto, ametha esta anta. Always forgetting them myself. But the point being that you should be able to say, I was coming, I was going, or I was welcoming here. Edech amen, edechu, edech eto, edech ametha. And all you do is add the augment and then the endings for the middle and passive. Section 22.4 on page 214. But the main ones you need to know are on, s, in, amen, eta, on. And then if you know the rules of contraction, you know what happens with agapao when you put it in the imperfect. I was loving. Any other question?
Yes, sir. I have a question, sir.
Please go ahead.
Sir, in feminine nouns, we have three forms: eta and alpha pure, and I say non-alpha pure. Sir,
Yes.
we use article hey, gay, the earth.
Hey,
And-
the article never changes its form. It cannot
Okay,
be
sir.
alpha pure.
Article will remain same, sir. Hey, hamera.
Always. There are only 24 forms of the article. The masculine forms, the neuter forms, and the feminine forms. And the feminine forms never change. Hey, and then tain in the accusative, and then tace in the genitive. It never becomes tas. It always stays tace.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm not hearing any more questions.